Greetings, everyone. Most guys' problem in the dating market isn't that they don't have personality, isn't that they don't have charisma, isn't that they don't have confidence. Most guys' problem in the dating market is they just don't have the looks. They just don't have the physical sex appeal that women want. They're not tall enough. They don't have a great face. They don't have a great body frame. They don't have great teeth. They're not great with hair, etc., etc. Something with the looks is not what the woman wants. We live in a hookup culture. We live in a casual sex culture. We live in a one-night stand culture. We live in a friends with benefits culture. Women just want sex with the attractive guys, plain and simple. Don't overcomplicate dating anymore. It's not about being neurotypical, not about gesture maxing. It's not about oofy doofy maxing. It's not about whether you had a good opener, bro, or had a good closing line, bro, or had an open loop, bro. It's not about these game strategies or personality strategies. That stuff may have mattered 30 years ago, but they don't matter anymore. Women aren't looking for 3 dates. Women aren't looking to build chemistry. Women aren't looking for adventurous men. Women just look for the looks. That's it. That's all. Women just want the looks. The reason that a guy gets ghosted, the reason a guy gets flaked, isn't because he texted back too late or texted back too early. The reason he got ghosted or flaked on is she found a hotter guy. The woman found a hotter guy. She found a god who's more handsome. She found a guy that had the looks. That's it, guys. Simplify the dating market. There's no need for all these weird theories, all these weird red pill strategies, all this nonsense. Either the guy has the looks or he doesn't. Either he has the physical appearance or he doesn't. Either he has the face, the height, and the body frame, or he doesn't. Looks is the key. Looks is the foundation. Looks is the root cause for guys' dating problems. Instead of focusing on the root cause, most men focus on the symptoms. Imagine having a bullet hole in your chest, and you go to the hospital, and the doctor's operating on your foot. Imagine having a bullet hole in your chest, and you go to the hospital, and the doctor's operating on your leg. Instead of fixing the root cause, the bullet hole in your chest, guys want to focus on things that don't matter. That's what the dating market is right now. Guys are focusing on things that don't matter. They're focusing on the cherry on top instead of the actual entree. The entree is the looks, the core, the foundation. The root is the looks. It's the physical sex appeal. What does the guy physically look like? Soft maxing is only gonna go so far. Getting a new haircut is only gonna go so far. Taking a shower, putting on cologne, getting a new outfit, that's only going to go so far. Most men's problem is the bone structure. That's really what separates the sub-5 from the normie, from the Chad. How many inches on the jawline? How many inches on the skull or the face? How tall is the guy? The inches, the bone structure, that's what really matters. Guys, what happens a lot of times is men will waste their teenage years and their 20s on things that don't matter. They waste time on solutions that don't matter. The key solution is the looks. Instead of wasting years and years of a guy's life reading game, learning red pill text strategies, all these different skills that don't benefit the guy, he neglects his looks, the most foundational, most important thing. There's no need for guys who are 5'6", 250 pounds, wearing glasses with a receding hairline to be out in the real world. Approaching. That's a major cope. Guys are spending years and years trying to code approach with no results. Guys are spending years and years trying to use openers and pickup lines with no results. It's just cringe to women. Women just laugh at it. A guy who doesn't have the looks just to entertain it, and she may even give them a fake number. She might give them her real number, and when he goes to text, they're his crickets as ghosts. She's just playing with the guy because ultimately, women want the looks. They don't care about your game. That's what guys don't understand. They don't care about your game. Yes, like I said in the previous video, if you have great social skills on top of having the looks, you're every attractive guy and you have great social skills. Yes, of course, that is beneficial. But most of great social skills, most of confidence, charisma, it's just the halo effect. The better looking you are, the better your social skills are going to be perceived to be the better. The more attractive a guy is, the more attractive his confidence is going to be perceived to be his charisma. All that was soft-skilled states, which is products of the halo effect. The root cause is the looks. The root cause is the physical. The root cause is the foundation water, and nourish the root cause, which is the guy's looks, and ultimately God is the dating market speaks. Women are the choosers and selectors for sex. Women control the dating market. If guys have the looks, they're going to get laid, bottom line. Does it matter if they're autistic? Doesn't matter they're shy, does it? It matter if they don't have a charisma? It doesn't matter about confidence? Doesn't matter about any of those things. The dating market is efficient. We have Chads and wheelchairs who are slaying. We have Chads who are the autism spectrum that are slaying. We have Chads that are psychopaths, that are slang. You could just look in the news. You see the Chad who's broke poor in prison, doing life in jail. He's slaying. It's just the looks, guys. It doesn't matter how much game a guy thinks he has. It's just the looks. Because the dating market is efficient. But God doesn't have the looks. He's not going to get laid. If a guy isn't attractive, he's not going to get laid. And some guys try to cheat the dating market by using escorts, by using money, by using status. But most women aren't going for that. A guy needs to be borderline a millionaire for his money to matter. A guy needs to be a borderline celebrity for his status to matter. Learning game, learning openers, learning closing. Spending 10 years wasting a guy's life learning that stuff. It's not going to be beneficial because the dating market is not how it used to be. Women don't care about a guy's chemistry. Women don't care, but for God's adventurous or not. Women don't care about what a guy does for a living. Women don't care about that stuff. Women just care about the looks. Does the guy have the physical sex appeal that gets away? Does the guy have the physical sex appeal that turns heron? Don't focus on the Band-Aid approach. The Band-Aid approach is what I call like the red pill strategies. The guy, a dating coach is telling the sub-5, hey bro, your problem is you're not holding frame, bro. Your problem is you have a bad opener. Instead of telling the guy the truth. The truth is, hey bro, you just don't have the looks. You just don't have the looks to compete in the modern dating market. What's the guy understands that digests the black pill? He is free because he knows his issue isn't him. It's not his personality. It's not his mindset. It's not his confidence. The problem is he just doesn't have the looks, so he is free. He can decide whether he wants to send or he just wants to enjoy his life and play video games or sit on Discord or write on blog posts or just do stuff he likes to do because wasting time, cold approaching, women you don't have the looks is brutal. It's the highest cope in the world. Cold approaching as it is a extremely low success rate. So imagine normies and sub-5s trying to code approach. It's the dumbest strategy. This is why we say from cradle to grave looks matter. Because they do, but the moment a guy is born to the moment he dies, his looks, or the main entree looks aren't an appetizer. Looks are the deserve the cherry on top looks on the main course. It's the main entree. They're valued the most. More than anything looks matter. And for most guys, looks is the source of their problem. It's the reason that they're not getting laid. It's the reason that guys are being ghosted. It's the reason that women aren't returning calls. It's the reason that women aren't swiping right on them on dating apps. The reason why women don't want to connect with them, because they don't have the looks. That's the source of the problems. For guys who are dating in 2025, and again guys, any PSL point matter 7. Going from a chat light to a Chad. It's not your day. Going from a normie to a high-tier normie's night and day. Go from a sub-5 to a normie's night and day. The interactions, the attraction that women are going to show matter. The difference is massive. And it's still the female gaze. Ultimately, women are going to decide what's attractive. They may find the chat like more attractive. It's ultimately up to women to decide what is attractive and who is attractive. But if a guy isn't having any successful women, he's struggling everywhere he goes. The problem is the looks. The problem is in his frame. The problem is in his mindset. The problem isn't his inhibition, whether he's not opening, right? He's not opening looping, right? He's not closing, right? He's not pulling this is the way he's standing. It's not in that stuff. She's not turned on by the looks, guys. Keep hitting the same roadblock. The minimum threshold is so important because guys keep banging their head against the wall wondering what they said wrong, wondering what they did wrong, what they could have done different. How do I approach a woman in this situation? What do I do in this situation? What do I say when she asks to this? Because none of that stuff matters if she finds you attractive. If you have the look, she's gonna sleep with you and say, there's many guys on her phone who has looks. She's gonna sleep with all of them guys. Women aren't just out here sleeping with one guy. Women have rotations as well. Women might have 9 to 10 guys who they're sleeping with because women have unlimited options. Always. They're going to be around the guys that they find most attractive. They're gonna go for the guys that have the looks to pass her looks threshold. Didn't sleep with those guys. That's what women want. They're going to send their choosing signals and indicators of interest to the guys they find most attractive. They're gonna gravitate to those guys. It's like a magnet. They're going to be driven to go closer to the guys who have the looks. The looks do the work for you. The looks are gonna take you home. The looks are gonna get her in the bedroom with you. Because that's what we'll value these days. They value the physical. That's all that matters. That's all there ever will matter.